What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is Jay's Life Out Loud. My name is Jay. I channel about nothing, but it's about something. Man, go ahead and close the closet. Don't worry about making no noise in this video. They know everything ain't supposed to be super quiet. My wife creeping around because she know I'm making a video. We are on vacation. You gonna say hi? You gonna put your head in there and say hi?
Hello.
We are in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, in Africa. I have finally made it to Africa. I was supposed to do this old elaborate setup with the videos and go step from step and do a video. Even when we get back, I was going to upload videos, which probably is still happening, but due to my footage being kind of messed up, I'm just doing like a improv video just to update y'all what's going on and what I'm up to. So I am in, like I say, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. We left out from Detroit on Friday. Plane left at 6 a.m. We had to get out of the house by like 3 to make it to the airport. The first flight was from Detroit to Chicago, which was a short flight. Second flight was from Chicago to, how you pronounce that again? Addis Ababa, which was the longest flight. The flight was delayed by 2 hours. So we sat in the airport, which wasn't bad. Not too many restaurants was open that early in the morning, but the Dunkin' Donuts was open. It was a couple of stores that were open, so that was good. We were able to get a little something to eat, relax on the phones, chilling. So once we boarded the flight in Chicago, that ended up being, what was it, like 13 hours? 13 hours and some minutes till we got to Addis Ababa. I know I'm probably butchering that, but once we got there, we had another flight that was leaving from there to Dar es Salaam. The experience on the first flight, we flew with United Airlines. The second 2 flights were with Ethiopian Airlines. We were served 2 different meals, and in between those meals, they gave us a sandwich. I don't know if I'm gonna edit this video or just post it, but if I get a chance or later videos, I will add in the pictures of the food and everything. But the food was pretty decent. I can't complain. The sandwich was actually good. Some of the food was actually good. I can't complain. We were definitely on the biggest plane we had ever been on because, usually on the plane, you got the 2 rows on this side that go all the way back and the 2 rows on the opposite side that go all the way back. On this plane, on Ethiopian, you had the 2 rows on the side that went all the way back. Then it was 3 rows on each side. That's how it usually is. So this plane had 3 rows on each side that went all the way back. And in the middle, it was 3 rows that went all the way back. So I really don't know how many people this plane holds. I have to look that up. So we landed in Addis Ababa. It was an experience by itself. It was Christmas morning in the airport. No, I'm not saying Christmas morning. Black Friday. You know how on Black Friday, everybody at the door and they open them doors and people rush in America? Well, the airport was as crowded as a Beyonce concert. And then the gate that we were supposed to leave out of, they changed it to a different gate that was a ways down the hallway. Then you had to go down the escalator or some steps and then go some ways to get to the other one. Then you had to get on a bus, and then the bus drove you to the plane. And I was trying to get footage, but my phone was locked in. The bus was full. I didn't want to let go because the bus was rocking, and I thought I was going to fall over. So I didn't get it. But they pulled up to the plane, and you got off the bus and walked up steps, the steps they push in front of the plane, and got on your plane to head to Dar es Salaam. So why I brought up the Black Friday is when they changed that gate to the other gate, when I tell you it was Black Friday of like people trying to get down to that gate, people of all different nationalities, people with all different types of dialect, trying to get down to that area because some were just rushing to rush. I guess some didn't want to be on first. Some didn't want to get left. Whatever it is, I have never seen anything like this in my life. When I tell you it was dog eat dog of people pushing on you and moving you to the side. My wife had to turn around and tell the lady, stop pushing me. It was ridiculous, y'all, for real. I mean, there was no need for what was going on. There was a lot of, even the person that was working the door to let you out because you had to show your passport and your ticket to get out of the door to go get on the bus, or either go out the door to wait on the bus on the outside. She even was going off on people. You had people cutting lines. You had people pushing past you. And I'm talking about, I ain't never been to New York, but I heard about New York and I heard how busy it can be and how rude the people is. So if that was what New York is, I don't ever need to go to New York. It was, as they say, mad crazy, for real. Babe, how would you say it was?
I don't want to talk about it.
She said she don't want to talk about it.
I was irritated.
She said she was irritated. I could see the look in her face. It was just like, and even me, I was just like, you had to change from the calm and normal to almost beast mode, because this is what the people were doing. When I say pushing, we talking about people on your back. If you was getting pickpocketed, you wouldn't even have known, because there was so many people on top of you, on the back of you, on each side of you, on the front of you, coming from each side, coming around the side of the people that was on the side of you, coming around the people that was on the side of them, on the side of you, that was on the side of them. Put it like that. Get on the bus. The bus will take us to the plane. You had to walk up the stairs to get on the plane. I know when I got up to the top of the stairs, it was like they hadn't even tightened the stairs to the plane, so you could feel the steps moving. Anybody knows me, I'm scared of heights. I didn't step directly like on that part. I was on the beginning part of it, and as the person in front of me got out the way, I just stretched my little short legs out to get on the plane part. Exiting the plane was the same way. I don't know if they didn't take the time. When we got to Dar es Salaam, they didn't take the time to even out. Usually when you step off the plane, the platform is here. To step on, this boy was right here. So those are just small things. Now, when you get to another country, and if your cell phone, and I did, I'm going to get a shout out to T3 and Me. which I did my consultation through. Consultation was, what did I tell you it was? $40 or $60? $40 or $60. And they give you the rundown of everything you need when you come, different people to call, whether it's a driver, attorney, somebody selling land. It was a little bit of everything, and it was for an hour. And this consultation, you can ask all the questions you want. And excuse me, I did that a couple of months before I came. So within that process, they added me to their WhatsApp group, which was helpful because I was able and still able to go into that WhatsApp group, ask a question, and I would 9 times out of 10 receive an answer from at least 3 people. So what I did was, I knew when we landed, we needed a ride. I left a message in there. I don't know if her name was Trina or something like that. The lady responded and she said, I have somebody that I used to use when I lived in Dar es Salaam. I already had a guy offer there, but he was trying to charge too much. But I'm going to tell you how the Lord works. So when that lady left a message, I said, well, I might as well message him and see how much. Now, when I did a Google search, Google was like $35 from the airport, Dar es Salaam airport, to the hotel. When I talked to the first guy, his price was $60 from the airport to the hotel. The other gentleman gave me a price of $25, which I thought was fair. And I knew I would tip because I know what Uber had said the price was. So I went with him. Soon as you get off this plane, you're going to have, as soon as you get off the plane, you get your bag, your luggage. We had to check our luggage again. When we got off the, as soon as we got off the plane, we had to do, now this is something that they don't do when you're traveling in America or anywhere else. I haven't seen this is. When we landed in Dar es Salaam, you get off the plane, you have to show them your plane ticket from that plane that you're getting off of. And they take the ticket. They rip it and give you the stub. Don't throw that stub away between the time that you get from off the plane, they tear it, and you go downstairs. Because when you go downstairs, you're going to have to go through another set of security, which wants that little ticket. Once you get the little ticket, you leave from there. My wife knows she should be doing this video with me. She's sitting over there chilling. And I know in her mind, she hearing stuff. And she's like, no, you got to say this. You want to stay. You know, but I don't put my glasses on so I can see how her face looks. Yeah, she got that look. She want to say it.
No, I don't.
So after they take the little ticket, you have to go to the visa area. And if you haven't already applied for a visa, you have to go to the visa area and get a visa on arrival. The visa on arrival didn't take no more than 15 minutes, including the time that we were in line. It was kind of fast. They do your fingerprints, 2 thumbs, and then 4 fingers. After that, she gives you a yellow piece of paper. Oh, and she took her picture too. See how the wife chiming in? Next time, make that louder so they can hear you, you know. But they took your picture. You go to what they call, I guess, the bank, which is a kiosk. Well, not a kiosk. It's kind of like a ticket window, but it's called the bank. You go over to the bank and you hand them the yellow paper and they take your $100 for each individual visa. You can also do money exchange. So You hand them, you get done paying for your visa, you say, I want to do a money exchange, and however much American money they'll give you to Tanzania money, T shillings. This is one of the waters that they sell. So after that, you go to right on the same floor, ground floor. You go grab your bags. We got over there to the luggage carousel. Our bags were already off to the side with a group of bags. My wife spotted hers, and my bag was right next to hers. Before you leave the airport to head into Dar es Salaam, you got to take your bags, put them on a roller. It goes to another scan to check them again. Then you can take them and leave the airport. Come through those set of doors after you scan your bags. It's a wide open area still inside the airport, and that's where the gentleman will start coming up to you, asking you, do you need a ride to your hotel? Where are you going? Oh, I got you, no problem, this and that. Once again, guy asked me, do you need a ride? And just to check the temperature, I asked him, not saying, no, I already have a ride. I got a friend coming. And I said, but how much would you charge to take me to this certain hotel? And he told me $60.
55.
Was it, huh?
55.
He said 55? I thought he had
Yeah,
6.
blue shirt.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
He said 55. 55. Now, mind you, I'm keeping my mind no more than 35, but I know this gentleman that I talked to through WhatsApp said 25. And so I said, okay. I said, well, if he don't come, then I'll let you know. I asked him where Vodacom was. And Vodacom is a phone carrier here. And that's one of the ones that T3 and me had told me was one of the best ones. And it was on the list that they sent me after doing the consultation. So when I asked him that, he kind of just pointed down, like down there, like it was in the building. So it took another guy to say, no, it's not in the building. You have to go outside and then walk down. So that guy actually walked me and my wife out of the building and down to Vodacom and waited. Now, I knew the whole time he wasn't waiting to wait because I watched too many videos over the last 4 years or more that they always want a tip for helping. So he took us down there. I bought an extra phone, which was on a old phone of mine, which I thought would be unlocked. It wasn't. And plus, it didn't make sense for me to, no, it wasn't locked. I had the lock code on there and I had to unlock it. But as she was putting the SIM card in, because that's what you had to do, buy a SIM card, use your old phone as a hotspot, and then your other phones can piggyback off that hotspot. I'm pretty sure we all know that's just like regular Wi-Fi at the house. So when she was getting ready to put the other SIM card in, I'm thinking like, even though I put the SIM card in, my wife is not going to be able to use her phone. Well, she would have, now that I think about it. But anyway, I settled on getting a... No, you would have been able to use it off my Wi-Fi, off the old phone, because we would have been using the old phone as just a hotspot. So I just got one of these as a hotspot, and this works as our internet or Wi-Fi. And when I tell you, I paid In American money, it was like 102 for this and the biggest package of minutes, because you got to buy this minute packs. The biggest pack of minutes that they had, and it was up there too. I can't remember because I didn't take the paper with me. But the lady was like, that's enough for, 14 days plus or whatever, however. So I got this. It's like 102. It's been working wonders. You just put it in your pocket and go slim. I don't know if they do these in America, but it's not bad at all. So we're using that for internet and we're Wi-Fi, and then in the hotel we use the hotel Wi-Fi. Also, to go back, if you buy your ticket on Ethiopian Airlines, there's no guarantee. And you say you buy your ticket on Ethiopian Airlines and you pay the extra $25 per person for the Wi-Fi, there's no guarantee that the Wi-Fi will work. If you get a seat that's with the extra leg room and there's no seats in front of it, that means that there's no TV in front of you. No monitor.
No TV monitor or USB port.
Or USB port, because USB ports are right below, up under the monitor. You just plug up into the monitor. You won't get that, or the monitor to be able to watch the free movies. Also on the monitor is where you click for the Wi-Fi. So know that. We also looked up into the business class. Business class was okay looking. I guess it was the older class when we came from Chicago. But it was a lot more room, and they got waited on hand and foot. Okay, so we go to Vodacom. We get this. Phones are back on. We tested the phones before I paid for it. It was back on and popping. I tipped the guy for helping out. Got his number just in case we needed a driver. I'm just having a backup for the backup. That's, for the backup. Waited on the ride because we had to wait till the phones were connected before we could call the driver to come get us. Now, I could have used somebody else's phone and asked them to do it, but I didn't even want to go through that. I just wanted to hurry up, get down there. So it took, how long do you think it took them to set this up? Between me trying to figure out if I wanted it, probably about an hour, 45 minutes? About 45 minutes before that. So it took another hour or two for the driver to get to us. I, hit him up, let him know we were there. And this is where, to me, God is so good on how he works. He said he was on his way. Americans, we can be so impatient. And, it was like, wow, what's taking so long? You got the same people that offer me a ride. That's like, oh, where's your friend? Your friend, he's not coming. The whole time you got people coming up to you. Oh, you need a ride. But the driver was connecting with me through the whole time, letting me know, oh, here's my, what is that thing when he said, drop your pin so you know where I'm at all times, your location pin. So he did that, and in between that, I was trying to, at the beginning, I was trying to lock down the price. And I caught him on his Sabbath. And this man came and got us and refused to take any money because he was on a Sabbath, but he still wanted to honor what he said and that he would pick us up. So he said, well, send a picture of you and your wife so we know what you look like when we pull up. And I said, okay, well, send a picture of the car so we know what the car looked like. He did that, showed up, him and his wife. What time did they pick us up about? I'm trying to think. Because the flight landed at 12 something. Or was it like 1?
It was a little rough.
So probably around 3.
3 something.
3 something. 3:25, 3:30 they picked us up. Something like that. Now mind you, we needed a lot of that time to take care of what we needed to take care of. But this beautiful couple, when I tell you God will do what he do, we was with them from, let's say, 3:40 to about what time at night? About 11.
When we got back here, it was like probably close to 11.
Yeah, we got back to the room about close to 11. These two blessings brung us, first before we even got to the hotel, he wanted to take us around and show us, he took us to Cocoa Beach. He took us around here and around there to show us different areas and what was going on. And you could see the excitement of him wanting to show us the best of Dar es Salaam. And he took us brought us back to the room, let us get freshened up. Said, I'll be downstairs. Call me when y'all ready and I'll pull back up. We came upstairs. We probably was up here for about 35, 40 minutes, checking in, refreshing a little bit. Called them, got back downstairs. They pulled up. We took off again. He took us to the mall. He took us driving around, showing us different spots. He took us to his friend's Jamaican restaurant where we ate. I'm going to be posting a video of that. Not long video, but just to give you the vibe. We stopped at the grocery store because we called in the order from the mall. Stopped at the grocery store. He wanted to show us, like the prices of the food and what the difference is in America versus here. And y'all, when I tell you, we got juice, pop, and water, right? So y'all see that on the door, and we drunk some of it in there. We bought chips, some sweets, all of that. Yeah, the chips. All of that for under, I'd say, $14. The one store we got all the juice from, the pop and the water, it was only $7. We went to the other store and all together, I think we spent less than about $14 altogether. Which in America, we probably would have been out $35, $40, but we got enough drinks in there to last us for a couple of days. We went out to grocery stores were interesting. I would say that the grocery stores were neater and more organized than American grocery stores. Every store was like every store, I would say, was like going into like a mini, cleaner, more organized Walmart. I don't know why it sounds like somebody snoring. Anyway, it was I'm like, I hear somebody.
They could be, babe. We're in a hotel.
Oh, but that's you snoring like that. You coming through the walls. So, yeah, the grocery stores were super clean. I should have took video in the grocery store, but I didn't want. I've seen a lot of YouTubers do videos and people flip out. I don't want to be on camera. You got to pay me, whatever. So I didn't. But maybe we get an opportunity before we leave. I will do that. A lot of different stuff than we have here. If you ever come, do not buy the Doritos. They do not taste like real Doritos. Don't buy. What else chips was those? Cheetos. They don't taste like. I don't know what the Cheetos was. And I think they told us the Oreos. But we went to the grocery store, which
They
was.
had two different price Oreos. I don't know if you saw it.
Huh?
They did have, at one of the stores, they did have two different packages that say Oreos, but you had to look at the price to determine
which one was the real Oreo. So, after we went to the grocery store, it was basically given, because we called the order in from the mall for the food, even though we were dining in, because they were telling us that when you dine in, most times that you end up waiting an hour to 2 hours for your food because it's made fresh. Not like in America where most of the stuff is brung from the Cisco truck, pre-made, ready to cook, or, have to thaw and cook. So, two different grocery stores. We stopped by T3 and Me's store, even though it was closed. At least I got a picture and knew where to pin the location. After that, we drove some more. He showed us where our next hotel was. I mean, come on, who doing all this and not charging? Then he took us past a street. What would you call that? Street vendor? Yeah, I guess so. That was selling fresh fruit. Now, mind you, I was going to buy the fruit. I was going to buy me some fruit. They bought us fruit. And they bought us everything they got. They gave us half of what they had. Real bananas, y'all. Real bananas. And what they told us is the more beat up, the better it tastes. So I haven't tasted one. Babe, you taste one?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was good.
It was good. So I have yet to taste one, but I think I'm going to eat this one because it's beat up. But they paid for the fruit. And it's like, a lot of times you get to thinking that where are all the good people? Where are the people that look out for each other, especially black folks? Where are the people that show love, that genuinely care? And the way things lined up yesterday, and believe me, I've been praying over this trip. And at every point, I prayed over every section of this trip, every flight. I prayed that we would, have less complications as possible. That everybody that we came in contact with, that we would have favor with. And to meet this couple yesterday, and I won't say their names. I don't know if they want their names out there, but to meet this couple yesterday was a blessing beyond the word blessing. They drove us around all day showed us as much as possible as you can in a couple of hours from let's say 3:40 to 11 o'clock at night. After we went to 2 grocery stores, the mall, looked at the hotels we were going to be staying at, both of the other hotels we were going to be staying at. What else? They showed us a bunch of different, where the embassy was at. They took us around so we could just really see the streets of Dar es Salaam and people moving on a regular basis. Didn't ask for gas money. After all of that, he wanted us to go eat with him at one of his friends' restaurant, which was a Jamaican restaurant. And we ate good. Conversation was good. The vibe was good. He was, telling us usually on Saturday nights that the place is busy. But at the time, it was quiet. It was nobody, really there. So we had great service, great food, great company. And after that, they drove past the pharmacy stop to get us some spray. They couldn't find, roll-on. They couldn't find the regular one because she, his wife was definitely worried about us getting malaria. She also showed us a picture of the preventative that you can take from for the malaria. So it was, and they dropped us off, and I tried to give him some gas money, and he wouldn't take it. And it was like, it was definitely a blessing. The first day in Dar es Salaam was like, it was God sent. It really was. It was a blessing. I'm trying to think of some words that would be equal to the experience, and I really can't. I can't come up with the words. I just, thank El Shaddai. He is an awesome God in every way. Babe, what would you have to say about yesterday?
I enjoyed it. It was an eye-opening experience. It's good.
She said she enjoyed it. It was an eye-opening experience. She got a mouthful to say, y'all, but she ain't gonna say it. A mouthful to say. Plus, you don't like being on camera. But yeah, we've had discussions about what we've seen so far, the good and the bad, and the feeling of being here is. Yesterday was overwhelming. It was almost like I was walking in. And it wasn't real. Like I was living in a dream, something I've looked forward to for so long. And I've watched so many YouTubers. I watched YouTubers that didn't have barely no followers, YouTubers with millions of followers, YouTubers that talk on their videos, YouTubers that, are in different countries. I watch YouTubers that just don't say nothing and they walk around with a camera and they take in the streets of different countries. But if you have not, listen to what I'm saying, if you have not walked in those shoes yourself, if you have not been here, and this is only our second day, if you have not been here and seen it with your own eyes, smelt it with your own eyes.
How do you smell it?
Smell it with your own. Babe, you know what I'm talking about. She gonna say how you smell it with your own eyes. If you ain't smelt it with your own nose, if you ain't touched it with your own fingers, I smelled it with my eyes.
That's a new one.
Because I'm fat. I said the food was there and I could smell it with my eyes. Yeah, if you haven't physically been to that country or that place, somebody even showing you a full video, you will not get the full effect. It's not real until you see it with your own eyes. It's real, but it don't get real until you see it with your own eyes, if you get what I'm saying. You know, I could show you a picture of a Big Mac all day, but if you ain't never tasted a Big Mac, I can sit there in front of you and tell you exactly how it tastes, but until you taste it, I'm pretty sure somebody done told you something tastes good and they've been talking about it, and you heard 17 people tell you that Popeye's got the best chicken sandwich. And when you ate it, you was like, oh, I forgot a chicken sandwich is better than that. And then he sell dinners out his house. So you definitely got to step foot on the continent yourself. I already know this will not be my last time coming to the continent. Where I got 53 more countries to choose from if I don't come right back to Dar es Salaam. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a couple of that's on my list already. And even those might change, because I think a lot of it that I've been going off of is YouTubers, because that's the closest that you can get to finding out more about a country, is through YouTubers that either live there or that visit there a lot. So you watch their videos, you take in as much as information, the do's, the don'ts, where to go, where not to go, whatever the case may be. And you kind of take that as a holy grail. But the thing about it is, you have to start investigating yourself on the continent and every country in it, and try to find out what fits for you. I think some people would rather live out in the country and build out there and have their own peace. Other people come from busy cities, and it's hard to go from the rat race to a snail's pace. Some people like a little in between, where they're outside the city, but the city, access to the city is no more than, 45 minutes away, 15 minutes away, or whatever the case may be. Every country is not the same. Food is not the same. The people are not the same. So you have to find that out for yourself. And that's what I plan on finding out. We're going on 43 minutes, and I think that's enough. But I do want to send a shout out to the couple that took us around. And I want to say, if you watch this video, I want to say thank you. God bless you. I will be praying for y'all every day for abundance and overflow and opportunities to come your way. Me and my wife, thank you. It was definitely a pleasure and an honor to be around you guys, and we thank you for what you did. All right, y'all, I'm about to get off of here. Like I said, I'm gonna come back with some video footage once I get my stuff together. And I just want to say, for all my supporters, all the people that watch me and follow me on Facebook, for all the well wishes. And I could tell a lot of people were just so happy for me, because they get tired of me talking about Africa day in, day out. So I could tell a lot of people's like, he finally went. Ooh. But love y'all. Be easy.